good morning to all. Myself Dr. Abhishek Singh, DIT Master Ranchi. Today my topic is impact of foreign direct investment in India, our critical analysis. Basically, you know already Ragini ma'am says so many things about insurance sector, why FDI is not in insurance sectors, why Banaras is not developed compared to Delhi and other countries, other cities. So it's a very important issue, FDI in different sectors. For example, FDI in equity market, FDI in insurance sectors, FDI in IT sectors, FDI in different sectors. So my topic is basically on particular analysis of different sectors in FDI to India and compared to other countries. Introduction, according to INCAT 2010, India has emerged, next slide, India has emerged FDI play an extraordinary role in growing global business. It can provide a firm with new markets and new markets and marketing channels, cheaper production facility, access to new technology, products and all. So basically, FDI basically introduces different sectors of marketing, technology, products and other things. So why FDI is in recent year given rapid growth and change global investment patterns. The definition has been broadened to include the acquisition of lasting agreement and interest in a company or enterprise outside the company to investing firms home country. Next slide. So according to INCAT 2010, India has emerged the second most attractive destination of FDI after China and of US and Russia. And you know, India, after the China, India is the second position, China is now the first position compared to India. And FDI as shares of GDP 2000 represent only about 1 to 7% compared to 2.8% in China. Even below the Pakistan and its shares of gross fixed investment is 5.2% compared to 7.0% in China and 16.7% in Pakistan. So FDI has been a relatively limited source of external financing. According to the Reserve Bank of India, the commercial bank debt crisis and the rapid fatigue in the 1980, once again, country become more interested in non-debt creating source of external finance. So basically, FDI inflow, next slide, FDI inflow in India, high level of FDI inflow is an affirmation of the economic policy that policy makers have been implemented as well as the stance of approval of the future economic health of that particular country. So India has experienced a market rise in FDI inflow in the last few years, which is double 2010 and 2006 to 7. So 19 billion to 5 to 6 billion. This is figure of RBI 1990-2007 data, which is shown next, which is shown in this figure. So 1991 to 2007, India rapidly grew in FDI in this particular sector. Now second, next slide. Now second is flow of foreign direct investment in Asian countries. Asian countries, you know, after the destination of FDI after China and Hong Kong ahead of India, and Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia and Singapore. In India, it has decreased to 23.7 in 2010 from 34.6 in 2009. So it shows a negative growth rate of minus 31.5%. The reason behind it was a global crisis. And you know 2008, 2009, 2008 and 2009 is a global crisis in India. So this is the steady of economic recovery registered by the economy of the region. So this is a source of INCAT World Investment Report 2010 database. This is the database where India's position is little bit 34.6% compared to China, Hong Kong, Thailand. Now, FDI inflow in various sectors of India, like I already talked about the IT sectors, ITS sectors, and pharmaceutical sectors. These are all sectors. India has a tremendous position, but compared to other countries. Now, you have seen there that the financial service sector to gain importance. Major sector was however extended by IT, ITS sector, while the energy sector again relatively telecommunication sector managed to retain its shares. So construction, real estate and finance are thus major gainers in this period. Now this chart will be shown in the full paper. I know already because there is no possibility of chart in this particular slide. Now the second is the contribution of top investing country of the equity flow in India. So you know Mauritius is the number one in equity flow. Why Mauritius is number one? Because reason of Mauritius is because there is a non-tax income is flowing into the Mauritius, Singapore and all. But India is non-tax revenue is not in there because we have already whatever we have gained from the outsourcing, we have put tax implementation in there. So government is very strict on the tax implementation. But Mauritius, Singapore, there is a non-tax flows are inflow in this particular country. So conclusion of this my topic is India has a crossword with regard to FDI. Sampling emerging market economy having gone ahead and after the benefit of FDI recent data. However, suggest that input in 2010-11 would be substantially lower than 2009-10 because of the crisis of worldwide crisis. Or details analysis of the FDI inflow on the subject matter present study. So we have the shares of realistic FDI in total inflow into the manufacturing sector relatively higher compared to the about 62%. It was the highest in case of telecommunication. On the other hand, it was the least in case of construction, real estate sectors and other infrastructure sectors, thereby implying there was not much that the foreign investor brought in this proprietary knowledge into these sectors, and only small proportion of total inflow are subject to the specific government approval. Thank you, sir. Any questions or